Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. We have Gibson's finest once again, and finally the end of it, except for an examination tomorrow night if, Monday night, if that happens. I think it will, but if Robert can't do it, then the Whiskey Scout can't do it, and John Neely can't find it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just scrap it. But it seems like it's going to happen. But behind that, we have Gibson's introduced, well, the company founded 1837. This is a 12-year age. I don't really know when Gibson's Finest Rare came out, the 12-year age. I heard somebody say 1972, but he didn't really provide any backing details, supportive or sources, credible sources. So this I'm not sure about. Fine looking label, nice looking bottle is $9.99 for this big bottle. But in fact, one of the nicer looking Canadian whiskeys I've bought. Nicest looking. But and initially when I tried it, it was really good. I thought very good, not excellent, but very good. As I put it in competition, things started to break down. Sometimes that's where the rubber hits the road when you put it in competition. This has been my experience with beer, wine, and liquor, especially liquor, whiskey. Oh, we have a lot of people watching. We're going to get to these comments, certainly. But the competitors, now you might think Gibson's is strange or rare because I haven't seen it around often. I saw it at my friend David. He had it. He bought it at Elio's Wine Warehouse right off of US Highway 90 in New Orleans. And then I saw it at Savannah Discount in these big glass bottles. But I've never seen it anywhere else, to my knowledge. But I have it even rarer. Gibson's Rare, I have an even rarer product going up against it. And that is Heir to the Throne. You say Heir to the Throne, huh? Yeah. Hey, like this. Heir to the Throne. I'd like to know what throne they intend to inherit. Got the Canadian iconography, the crown, the lions, the swords, the old British Empire stuff, British Commonwealth stuff. All right, they have griffins instead of lions, 2 cross swords, then cross swords in the shield, and then a bunch of Canadian maple leaves and an eagle. It's almost like they're trying to make it look like the Canadian Armed Forces insignia. It doesn't say much about it. A perfect blend of Canadian whiskeys which have been carefully distilled and then matured in oak casks. Ultra smooth blended Canadian whiskey, product of Canada. That makes sense. All Canadian whiskey has to be from Canada. And then it says imported by Rebel Spirits, Gardena, California. Now, when I checked the Rebel Spirits website about 3 years ago, it was listed there. Oh, wait, it wasn't listed there. That's right. They listed all these other obscure whiskey and wine brands, which I never heard of. Earlier this year, I believe it was, I tried to look up Rebel Spirits, and it was saying Rebel Spirits are now owned by this other company. And they didn't have any of the old brands that I saw on their website. So I'm thinking they just got bought out, and whoever bought them either doesn't list their brands or wasn't. I don't know what the story is. It's a mystery to me, like Fleetwood Mac said. Southern Dip Review says, Happy Easter. Happy Holy Saturday to you. BT4K says, good afternoon. Joseph Pesamato says, happy Saturday, Ron. Joseph, thanks. I did read your comment on the beer review. I didn't get a chance to answer any comments in the last little while, but I appreciate that, and I appreciate you watching. Pabst Spike Coffee 11-ounce can soon, Ron, says Nick V. Well, that's good. I'd like to see the Pabst Extra show up around here. I'd like to see their website get updated. All right, so here we go. Take the little plastic cap, cover off the cap. Makes it look regal. Then we start to turn. It's tight too, boy. Whoa. And then the real cork comes out. And this thing is wet too, and it must be getting wet from fumes because I didn't swish this. I wasn't sloshing this thing around, okay? I don't know how it got wet. It's wet. That's a real cork, okay? It's not rubberized. They had it on closeout at Walmart. At Walmart here, I've never seen it any other Walmart. They had it on closeout for $15.65, I think. So I bought it. I think the original price was like 31 bucks. I don't know the story. It did all sell. They sold the last few bottles, but I figured I better buy it now because now here's a real cork too. See, look. So we got wooden cap with real cork versus plastic cap with real cork. Now, I only tried Heir to the Throne once, but I gave it a high score, and I thought it was dynamite. That's solo. But like I said, sometimes you put them in competition, and it doesn't hold. It won't hold up. But I have a feeling this will. This is going to beat. I think this is going to beat Gibson's. It's got a little indentation in the side of the bottle on both sides where you can kind of grab it a little bit, kind of holder, kind of made to where it's easier to hold, keep from dropping the bottle. Not to mention, it's a pretty heavy glass bottle. Let me put this tight cork back in there. I mean, it's tight. Oh, okay. That's the label's just like a paper label taped on there. That's not too fancy looking, kind of plain. To me, it looks like a bottle that I bet you they use for a lot of different Canadian whiskeys. You know, various brands that get shipped all over. It just seems like it's a standard design. I don't know. It's almost like it's something famous that's in this bottle, but they use this. I don't know. The date on it says it's 2017. I'm pretty sure it's a 2017 bottle. Yeah. Well, maybe. 11:11 a.m. at L29397. So that's probably the production facility, which you'll, if you could find out that code, you'd know where it was made. And 252 AF, Air Force. 252nd day, I believe. I don't know though. That's just guessing. I'm just guessing. I guess I bought it in 2017. Appearance. The Heir to the Throne might be a shade darker. There's no age statement. I bet you it's not 12 years. Bet you it's not 12 years. It has to be a minimum of 3. Then after this, I'm going to do Heir to the Throne versus everybody else. And in between those, I'm planning, like, say, Sunday, Heir to the Throne versus the myriad of Canadian whiskeys I've got. But then on Monday, Bacardi Gold versus. Then Tuesday, Heir to the Throne. Wednesday, Bacardi Gold versus. Thursday, Heir to the Throne. Friday, Bacardi Gold versus. Saturday, so you get the pattern. Because I want to get through those Bacardi Gold, Castillo Gold, Skull Gold. Oh, I haven't even finished doing the Bacardi Grand Reserve Ocho. I have to do that one versus Castillo Gold, then the Skull Gold, then the Aristocrat Gold. Then I have to do, so I have to have all of that. Once I tournament through that, get through that round robin tournament, then I want to start doing the Silver Rum, the Bacardi Supreme or whatever it's called, Superior, I think. So Bacardi Superior, the silver. Oh, I have a lot of silver rums, white rums. And when you see them, some of you will say, "All right, I've had that." Some of you will gasp and say, "No, no, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I beg you not to do it." And I've seen some at Walmart. I've seen some at Walmart that were even more treacherous than the ones I'm going to show maybe. I said, "Oh, look at this rum with the plastic bottle, $7.50. It's slender." And I said, "Look at this thing here." Now look, Auburndale, Florida. Caribbean Distillers of Auburndale, Florida. Yeah, not in the Caribbean. Mainly a rum company. And it was $7.97 for the bottle at Walmart. Well, I bought one cheaper than that. Yeah, you know, the caliber for $5.96. I saw they had Captain Morgan White for $10.99. Some of you viewers might know if Captain Morgan White rum is any good. It's 80 proof, 40% alcohol. I've never had Captain Morgan anything in my life. They have a 100, Captain Morgan 100, I think. Oh, this is pretty clean. This might be a challenge on aroma, not on taste, I don't think. Yeah, I'm picking up some wood. Very good with ginger ale, says Joe Pesamato. You talking about the Captain Morgan White? Now they have a lot of obscure rum brands, but everywhere I go, they have the same ones. Though you have Captain Morgan and the Kraken, and they have Don Q and Castillo and Bacardi, of course. And there's a few others that you always see. Ray and Nephew, yeah. And then Ray, it's a whole company. Ray and Nephew, something Ray, been around. Oh, Captain, yes, sir, said Joseph. Okay. Now, if I could just sit here and smell these, it wouldn't be too bad. But Gibson's never did break down until I tasted it. Oh, you can pick up that oak. I ought to look to see if they have the same lot code or that production facility code. Now, wouldn't that be something if they both had the same one? They're clean. Like this one on the right is a little cleaner in the nose. So I think it must be the heir to the throne. No age statement. This one's got a little spiciness in the nose and wood, and that's that rye spice. And the Gibson, I don't mind rye. No, we loved the Hunter rye, 90 proof. David Garland, Peter, I did the Hunter rye, and we were saying, "Oh yeah, it's so good," you know. But it had a smooth and pleasant rye, predominant rye, but smooth and pleasant. This one is like kind of rough, especially when you taste it. Well, all right, well, let's go with the taste. That's that wood, that harsh wood. Let's see. L29397. Let's get to the bottom of this mystery. I know it's going to be there. Here we go. L. Oh, damn. It's smudged off. That's just what I needed. L15188. 1518. No. 89. 15189. So it's a different place. I got to track this down. I got to work on that. There's got to be a website where you could track down all the production facilities in Canada. Then you could find out who makes what. I did that with Vienna sausages, you remember. I kept noticing that all the other brands had the same code as Armour. Well, then I found out why. Because they were all coming from Armor meets at the production facility at Fort Madison, Iowa, right along US Highway 61. Same highway that's right out there. I can see the cars going at it from my window. I got it closed, the blinds closed because of the glare. And right on the Mississippi River. And you can look at so many Vienna sauce. It's P, whatever, poultry. That's means mainly poultry. And then I looked at a Google map aerial view. I said, that's a huge place. It's like this huge place. But you could track down the Canadians some kind of way, because I don't think there's that many distilleries in Canada. Yeah, there's a lot of Canadian whiskey out there. There's no doubt. But I don't think it's coming from that many places. It's like American bourbon. Every time you turn around, there's a new bourbon hitting the market. Like just yesterday, I saw this new bourbon coming out, or was it Wednesday? I said, what is this stuff? I never heard of this. And the guy was like, yeah, it's coming in everywhere. And I was trying to figure out who made it. It said Louisville, Kentucky. Voltron says, Voltron in the hall. Hello, Voltron. All right, tasting over here. There's a lot of bourbon brands, but there's not that many bourbon distilleries. And a lot of people have said, no, what about this? No, what about that? And I'm like, no, that's just a bottling plant or a rectifying plant where, where they blend them and they age them, but they don't distill it there. Like they got one in New Jersey and one in Missouri. I don't think they do much distilling in Missouri either, but they're kind of cagey about it. Like the companies, they act like they don't want to talk about it, pronounced ha, like it's aha. It's an old juggalo thing. Oh, Voltron in the ha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hip. I'm hip. Well, you don't sound hip. All right. What do good Asian drivers? All right. So drinking a Lagunitas, Waldo's, watching Ron. Thanks, Brick. Oh, I love that Waldo's. I know it just hit the market for this year. I haven't seen it yet. But boy, y'all ought to see what I bought yesterday. But it's not really selling. I could brag about the great deal I got, but then why wouldn't I get a great deal? Nobody wants it. Man, 5 years ago, it would sell out in 1 hour or maybe 2 hours. And there was a bottle limit. You can only buy this many. Why? Now, I bet if you went in that store and offered to buy all of it, they'd give you a 10% discount. Be no limit. Not in Louisiana, might be where you live. They beg people to buy it now. Yeah. So I'll be in Joseph said I'll be enjoying a Foster's later. It looks like an oil can. Haha. Foster's lager or ale? Premium ale. That's pretty woody. That's pretty rye high. That's pretty harsh. Man, it's even got like like this weird alcohol burn, like rubbing alcohol. It's got to be the Gibson lager. Okay. But I'm a little nervous about this. I got to watch it because sometimes these tags, you can almost see through them in reverse. So I gotta be real careful. I'm not here to cheat. If I got to cheat on a whiskey examination, I need to go get some kind of psychiatric treatment. I need to get off the internet. Like I need to cheat on a whiskey examination or rum or beer or anything else. That'll be the day. There's wood, not harsh. There's corn, not harsh. It's smooth. Ooh, I don't know. This one, but these things will balance each other out. They'll like clash and be like a sword fight. Ching, 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 ching. And they have different talents. So you got different sword fighters. They have different talents. One's speedier, one has better defensive skills or whatever. So when you're doing one whiskey against the other, it'll make the other one seem different. You know, like the Gibsons will seem different. Boom, boom, boom. Then I'm putting it up against the Heir to the Throne, but then it doesn't seem like it did before. So you can laugh. People might say, oh, you're stupid. They all taste the same when you do them time after time. I don't believe that. Maybe I'm stupid, but I don't believe it. And I don't think I'm stupid. And maybe one whiskey that really held its own through the challenges. There's one that really seemed to never alter its flavor ever. It just seemed always the same. And there's got to be more, but the one that I'm thinking of is the Clan McGregor. You know, Clan McGregor seemed the same. Voltron said, have you ever watched the Common Man Cocktails channel? I like his podcast that he uses to do. I learned a lot about different spirits from them. I don't watch things about cocktails because I don't know about making mixed drinks. I like the pure liquor, but I would be interested if he talks about various brands. Because there's a radio show comes on in New Orleans every week, or maybe every day, but I know every week, and it's kind of big. It's kind of a big deal. It's called Tales of the Cocktail. And they do their own seminars every month, Tales of the Cocktail. And that's a pretty prominent thing. But they're all about mix and drinks, you know. And so then when the Sazerac experience opens in New Orleans this summer, that's going to be like, you know, like the main center of cocktail culture, what do you want to call it, in the whole United States, probably. So that's going to be all of that. And it's free. It's going to be free. Naturally, they're going to be trying to sell their brands and promote them. But the Sazerac experience, I'll go check it out since it's free, you know. You and him are the two alcohol channels that I watch, says Voltron. Oh, okay. Alcohol. I'll have to look at this. Common Man Cocktails. I might even be subscribed to him, you know. I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, hundreds. Many of which still operate. You know, I see a lot of channels that got beautiful graphics and music, and the introduction might last longer than the video. And it's, you know, they say, hey, YouTube, we've got a new channel. Me and Gary, we have great ideas. And every Monday we're going to do this video and you watch. And it's going to be about an intricate video, whiskey, or it could be beer. And then every Thursday, it's going to be a beer challenge with an ale, different ales. And you say, wow, this is really exciting. This is a great channel. Then the first Monday comes, we've got a video. Oh, yeah. The second Monday comes, yeah, we got a video. Then the third Monday, they don't make a video. You wonder what happened. Then the fourth Monday, oh, sorry, gang. We had to skip a week due to some things, and but we're back, and we're going strong. And just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to press that like, comment, subscribe button. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. And we're shooting for 1,000 subs, and boy, oh, it's great. And we've got a big fancy microphone here, and you can hear him breathing like and swallowing. Then there'd be nothing ever again. Then you check the channel 2 years later, it's nothing. And they never got above 125 subscribers. And that's probably why they quit, because they thought they were going to go to the top in a month, you know. It's going to be big time, and I'm going to be on CNN. They're going to interview me, and they'll talk about, how did you get into YouTube videos? Well, I had an uncle. He used to be a woodsman, and he got lost at sea once during the Vietnam War and was rescued by the Khmer Rouge, ironically. And but none of that happens. So then They're off, gone away. That's what I've observed with these YouTube channels. All right. So I try not to get excited anymore about them. Because like I said, I'm mainly a viewer. I do videos of my own, but I'm mainly a viewer. I'd rather watch them. Watch a lot. Comment. Some people even respond to comments. Some channels. Most have no time for their petty, nothing little viewers. Can't respond to your comment. I'm too big time. I'm on the pyramid. You are a lowly servant. I don't ever make that approach, you know. You've been around forever, and what kept you interested in YouTube, says Voltron? Talking to the viewers and getting into conversation about beer, wine, and liquor. And then we can talk all the time on Alcohol Eggs. I have that Facebook group, Alcohol Eggs. So then people will post stuff and say, anybody ever tried this? And people will be like, no, but we'd like to, you know, that kind of stuff. Or put some old beer advertisements or whiskey advertisements on there and look at them. It's fun, you know, common interests, hang out, have a good time. And heck, it's not like I would run out of brands anytime soon, would I? Am I going to run out of beer, wine, and liquor brands anytime soon? I doubt that. But it depends on what your goal is, you see. My goal was just to do what I just described. Other people's goal is, I'm going to hit the jackpot. I'm going to be the next big thing and all of that. But that was never my goal. So it's when you don't have that goal, you can relax because you're just doing it for fun. Just saying. All right. I got to take another sip of the one on my right. Could be to your left, my right. Let's see what happens. I'm going to make a call. Yeah. That's got a lot of rye. Now, which one of these tastes like Crown Royal? Neither one. Which of these would I rather have over Crown Royal? Neither one. Have I had a lot of experience with Crown Royal? Not really. Do I plan to buy Crown Royal before the end of 2019? Yes, that has to happen. This fiddling around with all these little oddball brands that nobody ever heard of, enough's enough. Time to get serious with this channel, right? I do Canadian whiskeys, don't do Crown Royal. Doing Scotch, hadn't done Johnny Walker. Sad, right? Well, I guess that could back up my argument that I'm just doing it for fun, because if I was trying to hit the big time, I'd have done the big time brands, right? The big time brands, I'd have done the Crown Royal, I'd have done the Johnny Walker and get my 10,000 views and pump up the volume. But I just kept fiddling around with other things. So, you know. And now some people might say, you lie, you're intentionally trying to be an anti-hero. You're intentionally trying to downplay your channel so that you could secretly, in a backhand manner, build it up, and then you can reach the big time. I know what you're trying to do, you sly, sick dog. You're like the Washington Nationals. You sat that pitcher down. You didn't let Strasburg pitch because you wanted to save him so you could win the World Series in the future instead of winning the World Series that year when you had your best chance. Right. And you see how well that's worked out for the Nationals, right? Let's not win the World Series now when we got a good chance. Let's wait till later when we'll have a better chance, perhaps. Let's not make my channel popular while I'm middle-aged. I'm going to save it using a backhand method so when I'm 96, I can really get big and enjoy the fruits of my labor at 96 in a hospital bed. That's my perverse secret strategy. Now you're laughing and saying you're crazy. No, that's the thinking that other people have, not me. That's what they're saying. I'm just doing it now. Like, that would be the whole thing. Let's not win the World Series this year so we could win it possibly in the future. Yeah, sure. Ask Dan Marino how that worked out. We didn't win the Super Bowl this year. We'll get it next time. Can anyone join your Facebook group, Ron? Yes, anyone can join. Now, I don't always let everybody join because you get some people want to join and it's obviously not a real account, you know. You can tell, you know, like Pandip, Pampanchan Lamano joined Facebook, you know, April 12th, 2019, and it's got no information. And I'm like, right, I'm gonna let you join because I know the first post will be what? You can buy these Ray-Ban sunglasses for so cheap. And it's like, Or to be some beautiful girl. Misty Shadows. She joined Facebook in December 2018. Misty Shadows. It's strange, though all her pictures don't look the same. You would almost think somebody copied and pasted them onto her account. Her information seems sketchy. Yeah, you almost think that it's not real. But anybody who's a real person can join, you know what I mean? All right. We had a few of the like, what you call it, trolls join, you know, and they try to like irritate people with like hot button comments, you know the kind of comments they're trying to get attention and make people angry, but it never really worked for them because nobody on the group took the bait. They just ignored them and then they went away. They just were like, they weren't a member for long because they saw that nobody was going to feed into their stuff, so they went on to some other group to irritate them. We noticed, or I noticed, but they other people noticed. Tim's Bruce says, cheers to you, Tim. Well, I'm ready to call it. I'm ready to call this competition. I'm saying this is the Gibsons and this is Heir to the Throne, and I prefer Heir to the Throne, assuming I'm right. I think I am, but we're going to find out at this exact moment. Oh no, mama. This is the Gibsons. Can't believe it. Hey, but what did I say? I said at the beginning of the video, only had limited experience with Heir to the Throne, and the only time I reviewed it was when? Right? Let me hear you. Right, in isolation. And what did I say earlier? You're right. When you do them in taste challenges, it sometimes changes the whole game. And it certainly changed the game here with this oddball thing, Heir to the Throne. I'm going to take one. No, I'm not going to take another taste because I got to do a beer challenge later. I'm going to take a smell of it. I'm going to smell it. Man, that's tight. Yeah, there is a lot of alcohol in the nose, like a rubbing alcohol. Man, I paid $15.65 and I got ripped off. But I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to do a bunch of taste challenges with it. I can't make too much of an assessment from 2 samplings. I really can't. I've got so much left. So, oh well. We'll see what happens with Gibson's down the road. But now I have second thoughts. I'm thinking now that the Sazerac brands are going to really whip it. I don't see this thing beating Rich and Rare. But the first one I'm going up against, Canadian Hunter, oh, no. I can't see that this could beat Canadian Hunter. I really don't see that happening. But I guess anything can happen. All right, well, this taste challenge today was a little shocking. But if they were always totally predictable, I guess it wouldn't be too interesting. That's the risk you take when it's blind. Then I'm willing to take that risk. And get ready. So in about an hour or less, no, retraction. In about an hour and 19 minutes, we've got something coming up. When you hear this, you'll either be glad or you'll roll your eyes worse than before. It's going to be Coors Banquet from 1873. You say, all right, versus Busch beer from 1955. Now, some of you are going, oh, what? Busch? Get out of here, man. Well, I have one can of Busch left, and I'm going to go against Coors. Do I think it's going to be a challenge? No. Is Coors going to win? Yeah. And Coors is cheaper around here for the cans, so could you give a wine and mead suggestion? I can't give a mead suggestion because I've never tried mead in my life. Wine? Well, yeah. I would say anything from Carlo Rossi. You can get a whole big jug, and I mean 4 liters. And they're all good. I don't care which one you get. They're all good, and you could drink a lot of it over a month period, and the price would be nice. Or the Gallo family. Good stuff. So I would suggest any of those. Ronnie says, cheers, Big Ron. Ronnie S says, cheers, Tim. Ronnie S says, Busch beer is not good, man. I'd never buy it again. It's just bland. Busch Ice is a lot richer and nicer to me. If I was going to buy Busch beer, and I really wouldn't be, but if I was going to, for whatever bizarre reason, I would buy Busch Light. I would do that. Anyway, so, oh, did anybody want to see that, what I bought yesterday? You know, the one I was going to brag about until I thought about it. And then I said, why am I bragging? Because nobody wants it anymore. 10 years ago, people would have mailed themselves to me in a UPS box in order to get the product. And now they will spit in my face if I even suggest giving it to them as a gift. Okay, here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Hey man, dig this, as we used to say when we were kids in 1974. Jeremy Vincent says, hi, Ron. Hey, Jeremy. Carl, what again? Wait, what are these comments? Carl, what again? Sorry, didn't hear. Carl? Okay. Oh, Carlo Rossi. Carlo Rossi. Oh, yeah, it's very common. Very common. They have a good website. Oh, look at this. Oh, KBS. Look at all the KBSs. Oh, look at all the KBSs. All of them. All of them. All the little KBSs crawling all over my body like a bunch of little puppies at breakfast time. And where did you get the KBSs, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you where I got them. Jeremy says, bought Oscar Blues Dale's Pale Ale. Oh, that's an A. That's nearly an IPA. It's more of an IPA than most IPAs these days. Jeremy says, awesome, KBS. Hey, well, you see these little puppies running around in this office. The question is, where did I get it? I got it at Rouse's. The second question is, did they have a lot of it? Yes. Many 4-packs. Many, in a big stack. The third question is, how much did you pay for it? $16.49 for the 4-pack. 12.2% alcohol. $16.49. $16.49. $16.49. $16.49. $4.12 a piece. I don't know about you, but something tells me most people can't get KBS for $4.12 each. Jeremy says, doing good. Cheers, Ronnie. Oh, he's talking to Ronnie. He ain't talking to me. Jeremy Vincent says, wow, So KBS for $4.12 a bottle. And I went to one store, and I won't name it, and I paid $5.99 for the stinking bottle. Oh, I mean, it was good and everything, but $5.99 for one bottle of beer, that's a little much. $4.12 ain't exactly giving it away, but it is a fabulous product. Ronnie S says, I paid $9.99 for a single bottle. Oh no, that's beyond the pale. Jeremy says, unreal great price. I know, I couldn't pass it up really. And then I bought that Founders, I bought that Lagunitas Newcastle Brown Ale. It was $8.99, but I was saying, is it different than the Newcastle? And I was thinking it is, but I was trying to be a little careful. But the more I drank on that thing, I said, oh, they've really changed it. And then they say on the website, we have reimagined it. It's a new recipe. It's a different Newcastle Brown Ale. I said, whoa, Lagunitas put their magic touch on it, I paid $6.99 for mine, which was high enough. Yeah, I would say too high. Well, anyway, the KBS days are over, really. When you go to a grocery store like Rouse's and they can't even hardly get anybody to buy it, and they're deep discounting it to $16.49, and my friend David said you can get it cheaper than that. But I don't know if he can really back that up. But and it's just it's languishing in the stores. Come on now. I'm serious. 5 years ago, when KBS came out, it was gone in 1 hour. You didn't get there and buy it, it was gone. And they would let you only buy a bottle or maybe 4 bottles. Now you can buy it like you want. When's the KBS review going to be? Oh, I already did it. I've already posted it for 2019. Oh, he's asking Jeremy. Huh. See, I always think people are talking to me. Okay, well, that's it. Gibson's finest wins today. But, boy, you never know. You just never know. You never know. So get ready for some rum reviews, get taste challenges. Get ready for more Canadian whiskey taste challenges. And then after we're finished with Canadian whiskey, we're going to do these American blended whiskeys. I got to get through this. I got to do this bellows. I got to get through this. The group review. Oh, you talking about with John and Neely? I don't know. They'll probably pick a night when I can't join, I'll say I can't join them. I'm going to a baseball game. So I'll be left out alone, abused and saddened, feeling lonely and hurt. But y'all go ahead and do it and have a good time now. And I'll watch the KBS replay. Now, if it's a night I can join, I'll join. Y'all, and we'll do the group examination. All right, so Canadian whiskey coming up Monday night to examine Gibson's, and then Tuesday to do Heir to the Throne versus Canadian Hunter. And then Wednesday, rum. Wednesday rum. All right, thanks for watching this video. It ain't a review without Ron. And Jeremy says, nah, we need to do it whenever one can. It ain't a review without Ron. Yeah, but it might be more, well, it might be more sedated, you know what I mean? Less disruptive. Because I'll start talking, and asking too many questions. I want to see Gabe's review of KBS. Yeah, me too. Where's Gabe's channel? All right. Thanks for watching this video production